It's crackling. Let me tell you after the crackle. Look at that. What's the deal, pickles? I'm back. And this is technically not a studio vlog, but today is going to be a mini haul, which you will see hopefully in the title, and also just adding a little tidbits into the description box. So if you did not watch the last studio vlog, I have been I finished up one of the scrappy projects. My wall is empty. It is still empty because work was just really busy this week. But I am moving along on that. But what I'm going to show you today, I'm a part of a group on Facebook. I can't remember the name. I just have the notifications turned on. Y'all, I've been trying to stay off of social media as much as I can. But this particular group I love because she has limited quantities of different African fabrics. Now, if you've been around for a minute, what's up? And if you haven't, welcome. But a few years ago, I found a skirt, which is in one of my intros. I think it's on my Sister Lock intro. Found the skirt, did not buy it. I have regretted the fact that I did not buy it, like, ever since then. And I have been wanting to make myself another one. And it's one of those kind of big Ankara skirts. And I had some fabric that was thick, like the Ankara typically is, like that wax fabric typically is. And I did a tester. It went well. The only problem was in my wing it mentality and how I want to do everything all in the same project. The only downside was I did not make my pockets big enough, but everything else worked. The length, the waistband, everything but the pockets. So therefore, I have been just on the hunt for different Ankara fabrics or the wax African fabrics so that I can make myself a couple of the skirts. That's number one. Number two is I want to make myself some bonnets. Now, one of the things that I've been having a big issue with is my hair, and all the bonnets that I currently have do not work. I wake up and my bonnet is on the side of me because my hair, even though it's not an update, you guys probably do see it's heavier now, it's longer now from when I originally got the bonnets that I own. And so I want to make me a couple of satin lined bonnets. And when I make myself a bonnet, that means I have to make my daughter a bonnet. This is a mini because I have not done an update, and I will soon. Yeah. So that's project number two. Bonnets. So for both of us. And so those two things require quite a bit. I'm guesstimating or estimating that I need roughly about 3 yards to do the skirt, and I'm hoping that that means I can accomplish making 2 bonnets and the skirt of the same thing if I had 4 yards. We shall see. And I won't do it with all of this, but that's kind of my plan. What else? So the woman, she has limited editions of the fabrics. She showed them on the Facebook fan page. She invoices, you pay, she ships. Some of the items are things that she has that you order, and it's a pre-order, and then she ships once it comes in. I've done several different orders from her before I did these orders, which are a little bit larger. She does some scrappy every once in a while. She does some cuts, and they don't necessarily come in what you would, like standard cuts like you would get from a quilt shop, like back quarters or anything like that. But she does do the yard cuts, and then sometimes, or most of the time, she has a certain cut amount, so you buy it in increments of that amount. And I think the increment is 6 yards on some stuff, 3 yards on other stuff. Don't get me to telling stories. So that's the setup. The first thing that I want to show you is from another order, which I got from Shabby Fabrics. And so here it is. I have ordered a few times from Shabby Fabrics. They do have a YouTube channel where she does different tutorials and all of that. I typically watch them. I've only ordered from them a couple of times, and usually it's because I am not ordering enough to justify the shipping costs. And so if you've been around a while, you know how I am about shipping costs. I just, I guess this is spoiled with Amazon. So anyways, but a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month ago, time is of course crazy now, she did a video that they had some mask templates, and I made up a trillion masks, but I only made a couple for myself, and I need to make more, and I thought it would be great to have a template. I also saw that they had elastic, so I wanted to order elastic. So by the time, and then there was one other item which I'm going to show you that they had, she did a tutorial on. It had to be maybe 2 to 3 months ago, and I loved it, but not enough because of the shipping. So with that said, so I have I have 8 yards worth of elastic. And then I needed to get some more rotary blades for my small, my 28mm rotary cutter. And I find that doing the smaller rotary cutter makes cutting the mask with the template easier. So I wanted to get, I needed new blades for that. And then I ordered this. Now, of all the stuff, this is the thing that I'm the most excited about. The template for the mask is coming. They were doing that on pre-order, and I actually just paid the balance, and it's already shipped, so I should have it probably by the beginning of next week. But this is, she did a little prayer, a pocket prayer quilt a few months back, and so I ordered, there are little, I'm going to show you, and you really don't need this to do it, but I thought they were so adorable, and I was just waiting to order something else from them. So here's what you get inside. You get little safety pin. Oh, you can't see it if it is focusing on me. Let's see if that'll help. Can you see? It's a itty bitty thing. Oh, my fingers off. And then you get these a little cross. It's so tiny. Can you see? Again, move out the way. See how little they are? Oh, there you go. Hope you can. Sorry. I don't know how else to do it. And then there's a little prayer card that you attach to the little quilt. Now, I don't think I'm gonna do the little quilts the way that they've done it on the thing. However, you all, if you've been here around here, know, been around here, I keep saying that. I'm gonna stop saying it. If you don't know, go check the old videos. But I love making prayer projects. So I've been doing prayer pillows, the one that I showed in one of my more recent studio vlogs a few vlogs back. I do blankets, I do shawls, and I want to do these for a blanket, like lap blankets, and I just wanted to see how the supplies look, and then in the future I'll probably just do my own version of it. But the prayer says, this pocket prayer quilt was made especially for you to slip in your pocket throughout the day when your fingers touch the cross inside the quilt. Be mindful of God's love and grace for you. Keep it as a tangible symbol of God's peace. And so I am going to make at least one the way that they showed. And then, of course, y'all know it's going to be out there popping. But what I loved about this, I don't usually do something this small. I usually do I write a prayer and send it with the item, the article. And so I usually write up something personal to that person. So I thought this would be something different. And I absolutely love the little crosses. They put them on the inside of the little pocket quilt so that when you touch it, you feel the cross. And that was something different. I loved the tangibleness of the cross on the inside. If I remember when I'm editing, and that's why I'm saying it now, I will put the link to the tutorial in the description box, because you don't need this. That's the great thing. And they have a free version of the pattern, and you can buy a printed version. So I will put it in the description box. So that's what I got from Shabby Fabrics. Now to the African fabrics. So here's the first one that I got. Let's see here. Y'all, this, let me tell you something. Wait, it's crackling. Let me tell you after the crackle. Look at that. One of the things that came to mind when I was ready to make these skirts is realizing that a lot of the Ankara wax African fabrics are so distinctive that, unlike the rest of my wardrobe, where I am not necessarily a, what do they call them, a minimalist, the majority of my wardrobe is black intentionally, because I don't. You'll see my colored shirts, but literally I have them, and once they die, they're out. But when I'm going somewhere or have meetings, I kind of have the same wardrobe. So I wanted to ensure that I had at least about 4 to 6 different skirts, so that they could be rotated enough that it's not the same one, y'all. Because when I start wearing these, it's gonna be on. I want to do the oh, and another thing is I want to do some African head wraps as well. So that's the first one. And here is the second one. I gotta open this up. Oh, it's hard to see. Oh wait, it's all taped up too. So here's kind of, here's a good little of the pattern. It's nice and spaced, so you get a good little, but this is gonna be so pretty. I think of this, I have is it 6 yards? Yeah, 6 yards. So with this one, I'll be able to do 2 bonnets, a skirt, and head wraps. I do my head wraps in 2 different sizes. I have like the square size, and then I have the long rectangle. And so I only have a couple with African fabric, and so that's another thing. So that, y'all, she gonna be matchy. And I just realized I picked almost like this yellow gold fabric, so I guess I need to make sure I stay away from it next time. Here is the other fabric that I got. And it's enough. I was looking for that there was some space, almost like negative to this, you know, very busy space, thinking that the big skirt touching the floor, really large, but I didn't want the print to be overpowering. And even though well, this one is kind of gold, like this yellowy gold. I think it kind of looks good with my skin tone. Yeah. But this is kind of more orangey. And this one is clearly kind of a similar kind of gold. One thing that I'm noticing is that, I don't know, but it's like this, the labeling was hard to get off of the fabric. So since the fabric is pretty much two-sided, like a batik, I'll make sure to maybe use this section for a bonnet or for one of the bonnets, because it will be lined. So make sure that it's on the inside. And then also just going through and ensuring that I remove all of the labeling. I'm also going to make a note that this is 6 yards. Here's another one. Oh. Oh, and it's sticky. If you know how to remove this like sticky residue off of there, let me know. My mind is saying that I just have to wash it and wash and press, but whenever I've used this fabric before, these types of fabrics before, I actually preferred to cut and sew everything as it came, because it's already very stiff, and it made cutting a lot easier and faster. Oh, this is see, at least these little pieces on this end are on the edges. last little bit of this is I need to, when she makes another call, to look out for something with purple, because that's one of my favorite colors, and teal, that's more of a base for the actual fabric. But other than that, I'm loving them, other than the labeling issue. So that's it. I'll keep you guys posted on what I do. So yeah, that's what I have. I have one more that's coming. I don't know when it's coming because it's one of the pre-order ones. I'm gonna close this out by kind of just talking about someone in the premiere of the last studio vlog. Thank you all for joining me. I forgot to say that. Thank you, thank you. I think it was pretty cool. But they suggested doing like more haul videos and all of that. One of the things which led me to all of these scrap projects is that I am not buying fabrics right now. And I bought these, but it's kind of a special order. I really, again, want to get to the point where what I have is very low as far as the stash is concerned. And what's funny is now I'm realizing I don't really have a big stash in comparison to a lot of people that I see. But for me, I still want to bring it down. Also because just like when I went through this phase with my yarn, your taste and aesthetic changes. And if you don't have large quantities of it, it's really hard to do a project with it anyway. You end up buying anyway. So I think what I've done a really great job of, even though things have changed, is really having things that really can go well together. And if I pair them with some more neutrals or something like that, that it's gonna really take me a while to go through what I have, because it takes, a while to kind of put it all together. So that's the quest. That's the quest, and then I'll be quilting them up. So with that said, y'all, I'm like, look at this. I took the bun out. I feel like it's sticking up on my head. That's it. I will keep you all posted. If you have not done so already, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Let me know if you have any comments, questions, or suggestions by placing them in the comment section. Let me know, what are you working on? Are you working on something? Are you allowing yourself to get peace from being in a space of creativity and letting yourself have some sort of happiness and joy and something that kind of just brings you joy? I hope it does for you, because that's what sewing and quilting and knitting and crocheting and all that does for me. I hope it does for you too. I think that's it. I will have more updates on my next book that I'm working on, because she is chugging along. And then I'm gonna put these things away. Now, if you guys are interested in seeing how I end up doing the whole skirt, or these whole, I guess they're really gonna be sets, let me know in the comment section. I am researching tutorials like crazy, and I know what I'm going for. So I'm having to piece different things that I've seen to make what I want. And when I make this, y'all ain't gonna be able to tell me nothing. I don't even have anywhere to wear it to. It doesn't matter though, right? I will one day. I will have somewhere to wear it to one day. And when I do, she gonna be ready. All right. So I am out. Take care of you. Follow any safety precautions that are mandated in your city and or state, but more importantly, do what's best for you and the safety of your family. I will see you all hopefully sooner than later. Take care and goodbye. The first thing I want to show you, I'm going to get to the African fabrics, but I also, jeez.
If I can't have you, I don't want you to have anyone. And if you don't want me, there's something wrong with them, right? Maybe I got problems that I don't tell belongings. Say you wanna take some time, but if you say we'll meet again, why'd you have to take everything now?